Welcome back, everybody. I'm here with Detectives Shamika Foster and Charlie Roberts with the Robbery Homicide Unit, the Albany Police Department. We're talking holiday safety this morning, and we appreciate you guys being here. So this is the time of year, and I mean, any time's a good time to think about keeping your family safe, but this especially is a time where people are more prone to be doing break-ins and car break-ins and things like that. What are some thoughts you have this morning for us, for our audience as well?
Well, first of all, some of the thoughts that that come to mind immediately is that as citizens, you should be aware of your surroundings at all times. That's one of the things I preach adamantly in my own home is, you know, when my family goes out, hey, just take a few moments, look around, take a good look at your surroundings. Look at people as if you mean to see them. And that way it helps you to memorize what you're looking at. Because the more information you can give the police when they get on the scene, it helps the police officers be able to actually do you a good service.
Okay, and now we have this sketch right here. Can you kind of give us a rundown of what are the things you need to look for? And I know that it's kind of got the little notes there on the sides to help you remember.
Basically what we will ask citizens to be able to identify is tell us that the person had a hat on, tell them which hand they had a gun in, if they had a gun, be able to tell them that they saw a bag, long pants, be able to tell us if the hair styles, what complexion, if they had any facial hair, their voice, how their demeanor was. Did they appear to be young or old? Were they tall or short? Were they stout or slim? So those type of descriptions are very important to us as police officers to be able to apprehend and catch the criminal.
Okay, wonderful. And so now there's a little saying that's on this that was kind of cracking me up this morning. It said, you should remember this saying to help you remember how to catch a suspect. And so it's neighbors should always remember we have had enough criminal madness, which wouldn't work very well in the South because we'd say haven't, right? So neighbors should always remember we have had enough criminal madness, and the first letter of each of those goes with something you should remember. So about a suspect. Now, I've had a look at this paper, reading this morning, but maybe some people, you know, with the please remember my dear Aunt Sally and all of those things, right, it would be helpful to remember. So in, name, but I'm sure they probably wouldn't tell you their name. Hi, I'm Jim, and I would like to have your purse. They don't do that. So, you know, you kind of have to be a little bit more intuitive with some of these things.
Well, sometimes you may know the person, and they may know them as a nickname. So we ask that if you know them in any possible way, if you have a nickname or a street name, or if you know just their first name, or maybe their last name. So that's what the N is for.
Okay, there you go. S is for
sex.
There you go.
Male or female.
There you go, exactly.
Size.
There you go, size. Okay, so there's all these little things that you can go along with that. But also, you know, when you're out talking about that awareness, we've talked about before, should you be on your cell phone? Does that, you know, help? Because they think, oh, you're talking with someone, they're going to know that someone's going to know if you're screaming or something like that. What are your thoughts?
Well, if you're on your cell phone, yeah, sure, you're involved in your conversation, but that entails your speaking and your thinking. But actually, you're able to view your surroundings even still. So I would say to a person, yeah, I may be involved in the conversation, but at the same time, I'm looking at you. I notice that you have on white shoes and they have some sort of ornament on them. So those things I will remember. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the mind frame you want people to be in.
Okay, wonderful. We're going to be talking a little bit more with APD in just a little bit. You guys make sure to stick around. We'll be back with more Good Day. Detective Shamika Foster and Detective Charlie Roberts here with the Robbery Homicide Unit. So as you guys are with the Robbery Homicide Unit, what are some things that you see a lot of in robberies that you'd like for all of us to know? He's laughing. You're laughing over there.
Especially this time of the year, we do encounter a lot of robberies. And, you know, the economy has been on a slope, a downward slope. And so that has something to do with it. You know, people being destitute and, you know, out of work tends to make them want to go out and commit these types of crimes. But you can prevent that happening to you if you do things like if you go into a nightclub, for example, try to find a lighted place to park your vehicle. Okay. And like I said, you know, just the awareness of your surroundings is what really makes, you know, make you more safe.
Okay. Right. And if you're out shopping, we ask that you put your purse and your wallets up. Try not to carry a lot of cash. If you're going, we ask that you shop with someone, a buddy, or if you have to go by yourself, make sure you're, again, aware of your surroundings. That's very important. Look at people, paying attention to people when they're walking behind you, making sure that you don't carry too many items when you're going out, leaving as far as like your shopping bags. When you do purchase new things, try not to put everything up at, you know, carrying them around or putting them up out at one time, because people are watching you, and it's a crime of opportunity.
Are there any signs that you can tell when you're looking at someone to know they look suspicious, or they look like they're, or do they avert your eye? Is it just really fast and there's no way? How do you kind of tell with that?
Well, for the most part, what we see a lot of is it's basically what you call a blitz attack. The robber is going to come in. He's going to be subtle, but very meticulous about the way he does what he do. He's going to put you in a position wherein he's not going to want you to look at him much. He's going to, first of all, if they're using a firearm, they're going to put it up so that you can see it. And in a lot of instances, they'll put it close to you so that you will know that it's a real, you know, gun or a knife, if they, you know, choose to use a knife. Then what I would tell a person is, don't try to be the hero. Because even as a police officer, I'm not going to try to be the hero. But what I am going to look for is I'm going to look for things that will be telltale things. I often ask my victims when I interview them, were you close enough to smell the person? You may not remember everything they say to you, but use your other senses. What do you hear? What is it about this person that you can smell even? You know, cologne, if they smoke, if they drink, you know, remember those things. Something that will help the police to be able to identify that person, because, you know, it's almost like looking for a needle in a haystack sometimes.
Okay. Those are some great words of advice. We really appreciate you guys being on this morning, and we hope that all of you do have a safe holiday season. Everybody be smart and be very aware. I think that's the key that we keep saying here. Just be very aware of what's going on around you and stay safe out there. Again, Detectives Shamika Foster and Charlie Roberts, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, we'll be back with more Good Day. Stick around.